Heartbreak in Berea. Cleveland Browns cornerback Martin Emerson Jr. went down with what looks to be a devastating Achilles injury, just hours after opening up about his off-season grind and redemption mindset. This is more than just a training camp injury. This could shake the entire Browns secondary. Let's break it all down, and what it means for Cleveland's playoff hopes, defensive structure, and locker room leadership going forward. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below with your thoughts. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on your favorite NFL team. It was just another day of camp on July 29th, the Browns' 6th practice of the summer. The sun was out, the energy high, and the competition intense. 7-on-7 hurry-up drills were underway, designed to test timing, chemistry, and conditioning. But suddenly, silence. Martin Emerson Jr., the 24-year-old cornerback entering a pivotal year in his young career, collapsed while backpedaling in coverage. There was no contact, no collision, just a clean plant and then a fall that drew immediate concern from everyone on the field. Trainers rushed over. Teammates took a knee. Emerson covered his head with a towel, visibly emotional, and was carted off the field as fans and players held their breath. Shortly after, the Browns confirmed what many feared. It's an Achilles injury. MRI results are pending, but early indications suggest this could be season-ending. That's a brutal blow for Emerson, who was aiming for a bounce-back campaign after a difficult 2024. Just hours before the injury, he spoke candidly about last season's struggles and how determined he was to right the ship, not just for the team, but for his family. "Just did a lot of soul-searching, honestly," Emerson had said. He wasn't hiding. He wasn't sugarcoating. Emerson admitted 2024 was the toughest year of his life, both on the field and off it. But instead of checking out, he doubled down. He hit the lab, he trained, he pushed through. He wanted to earn that starting role opposite Denzel Ward again. He wanted to remind the league who he was. This was a young man who had played through multiple injuries last season. A guy who never sat out a game, except Week 18 in 2023, when the starters were rested for the playoffs. Emerson had become an Iron Man in the secondary. "If I can get up and I can walk straight, or I can run around a little bit, I just want to be out there," he said. "No matter how I look, I'm a tough player. I always want to put the team first." But now the comeback story pauses, possibly for the year. And that's where it gets even more painful. This was the final year of Emerson's rookie contract. Drafted in the 3rd round out of Mississippi State in 2022, he had 4 interceptions and 14 passes defensed in a breakout 2023 season. But 2024 saw a dip, just 5 pass breakups, a forced fumble, and a recovery. Still, with a new season, new defensive opportunities, and a clean bill of health, the stage was set for a resurgence. This injury doesn't just sideline him. It may freeze his career trajectory at the worst possible moment. So what now for the Browns? Greg Newsome II, a 5th-year veteran and former first-rounder, had already been getting the majority of first-team reps in the base defense alongside Pro Bowler Denzel Ward. But the coaching staff had been rotating Emerson into the outside role in nickel packages, keeping Newsome inside, where he'd been effective in past schemes. Now, Newsome likely shifts full-time to the outside, which leaves the slot corner spot wide open. Enter Cameron Mitchell, a 2023 5th-round pick. Mitchell is now the next man up. He's flashed potential, but let's be real, he's unproven. After him, the depth chart gets thin. With Tony Brown II also nursing an injury, that leaves Miles Harden, Anthony Kendall, and Chigozie Newsome as the remaining healthy corners. Between the three of them, just 21 combined NFL games. Kendall accounts for 16 of those, mostly on special teams with Tennessee. This isn't just a setback, it's a full-on defensive shakeup. Cornerbacks coach Brandon Lynch didn't mince words the day before Emerson's injury. "We just can't depend on our star players," Lynch said. "We hold our best players the most accountable, but our depth guys, they gotta be ready. With urgency, with violence, with swag." That quote feels eerily prophetic now. The culture in Cleveland has been building. Jim Schwartz's defense took big steps forward. But with a key veteran down, that culture will be tested immediately. Can this young secondary step up? Can Mitchell handle the slot under fire? Can Newsome return to his outside corner form from earlier in his career? Because make no mistake, opposing quarterbacks are watching and scheming. Coach Kevin Stefanski is expected to address the media soon, but don't expect any definitive answers right away. Achilles injuries, if confirmed, mean months of rehab. For defensive backs, especially ones who rely on quick changes of direction and explosiveness, it's a long road back. This injury changes how the Browns prepare for the regular season. It may even force their front office to look at veteran free agents to shore up the depth chart. Could we see a surprise move, a trade, a signing? And what does this mean for the Browns' chances in the AFC North, one of the league's toughest divisions? Browns fans, we want to hear from you. Do you think Cleveland's secondary can weather this loss? Should they bring in a veteran? And do you believe Martin Emerson Jr. can come back stronger? Let us know in the comments below. Smash that like button if you're rooting for Emerson's recovery. And don't forget to subscribe for more Browns and NFL updates all season long. This is a tough moment, but sometimes the biggest stories are born from the toughest setbacks. Let's see how the Browns respond.